Here we go, Anabolic Academy, which means it is Monday evening again. Which is when I record Anabolic Academy. And then it is on Tuesday morning. Comes out Tuesday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern. Anyway, I just got done doing a live with Coach Rich and Lee Priest, and we talked about interracial marriages within the IFBB, and it was actually pretty informative and fun. Go take a look. And over the weekend, I guess I had my nuts twisted, so I did a rant on people that annoy the shit out of me in the gym. That was actually pretty funny. Go take a look at that, and like, share, subscribe. But today is Anabolic Academy. And if you people have never seen my show before, this is the part of the show where you ask me questions about bodybuilding, fitness, or anything you'd like, and I answer them right here. So how can you reach me to ask me questions? Well, you can email me, Uncle John 1201 at Gmail. My other email is John underscore Livia at Yahoo. You can reach me on Instagram, Series and Silliness, Facebook, John Livia, TikTok, John Livia. Or if you see me in person, just ask me, and if it's a good question, I'll actually put it on here. And that actually happened to me a couple of weeks ago. A friend of mine at work asked me a pretty good question, and I actually added it, and turned out to be a pretty good question. But right now, we have a whole bunch of questions, and here's the thing: I've been so busy between yesterday and today. Yesterday, I worked, and then it was the Super Bowl, and today I had to go to work, and then I hit the gym, and then I just did the live. So I did not take a look at any of these questions yet. So hopefully, I will be able to answer all of them without doing any research. Because sometimes I take a look and I'm like, ooh, I don't know that question too well. Let me see. Right. All right. First question from Vagar underscore Salahanis. I'm sorry, man, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Hagar is actually a friend of mine. Vigar, sorry, is actually a friend of mine from Europe. We've become pretty chummy on Instagram, and he's the guy. He does these. He sends me these crazy stories that he puts together for my channel, or even for Jason Owens' I Prevail subs. He did one with the Ultimate Warrior. It was pretty cool. And so that once he sends it to me, I put it up on my story. And so I just want to thank him for him. I appreciate all the love and support from him. He's actually a really good dude. But it is his Instagram is Vigar, Vegar underscore Seljenes on Instagram. And his first question to me is, do you think females on gear is attractive? Um, okay, I think on gear. If a girl tells me that she's using, Anavar or Primobolan, things like that don't really bother me. So being on gear itself, I don't find attractive. I really don't think twice. Now, if you're asking me if girls with muscle, I actually I actually always thought women with some muscle was attractive, especially when they have like an off-season look and they have some water and fat over them and they still look curvy. Women that have muscle, maybe a physique girl or a fitness girl, even some bodybuilding girls, but they can carry themselves very feminine and they do still have a very feminine way about them. And I think can be very sexy. Now, don't get me wrong. There are women that go overboard, like extremely overboard. And, it just doesn't look right anymore. But yes, generally speaking, the average girl in the gym that works out or maybe competes, yeah, I think that is attractive. So that answers that. Um, Next question from Vigar again. When will Johnny Two Shits have his stand-up comedy debut? Okay. Johnny Two Shits is a nickname that my friend at work gave me, and now it's catching on, and everybody at work is asking me because for some reason, I think it's the Fiberlize that I take every day. So for some reason, as soon as I get to work, I take a shit. Take a shit right after lunch. I take a shit right before I leave work. I take a shit when I get home. It's unbelievable. I must take I probably take between 3 and 4 shits a day, and it's not diarrhea. It's just fucking fine, healthy poop, right? But anyway, so for a while, I was thinking about doing stand up. I was writing down all this material, all these jokes, and I actually never got to them. I never ever did it. I never did the stand up. And odds are I'm not going to because the truth of the matter is I am so pressed for time. I work my regular job on average 6 days a week. And then at night I come home and I do this. And then I got to get to the gym between 4 and 5 days a week. And then I still have my wife, the house, the dogs, and so on and so forth. I don't have kids. If I had kids, I probably wouldn't even be able to do this podcast. But that will probably never happen. What do you get? See, this is one of the jokes that I put down. What do you get when you cross a Jehovah's Witness with an atheist? Someone who rings your doorbell for no fucking reason whatsoever. All right. So, next, next question. Oh, okay. From Kali underscore baby on Instagram. I fucked up my knee. Should I skip legs altogether or just go a little lighter? Well, it depends how bad you fucked up your knee, man. If it's really bad, I'd probably go to a doctor and see if you get it checked out. But if it's something that you just kind of pulled or strained, just take a week or two off from legs. And it's not nothing's gonna happen if you take a week or two off from a body part. I guarantee it. Then that happens to me. Now that I'm getting older, like, I'll try to do heavy chest and I'll pull something on my chest, like, oh fuck, and I'll take a week off. And the following week I won't do chest, you know, and then maybe the following week I'll just ease into it until I feel a little better. But man, that's something that you're gonna have to figure out on your own. If it's really bad, I would go talk to a doctor. If it's something that like you just kind of like shifted and it's uncomfortable or whatever, just skip leg day for a week or two. Nothing's gonna happen, man. You're not gonna lose any size on your legs. I guarantee it. That's always my attitude when it comes to if you're injured, should I just go through the motions or should I stop completely? Is always stop completely until you are healed. Uh, because why, if you're going to go through the motions, you still have a chance of hurting yourself even more. Just let yourself heal. If it's a week or two, no big deal. You'll get right back into it. You won't lose anything. If it's something significant, then I would go talk to a doctor and see what has to be done in order to fix this, right? But anytime any asks me to, take the week off. Not the, if you tweak that, if you tweak your knee and it's fucked up, yeah, take the week off. Don't push yourself because you think you can't skip leg day. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's better off that you just skip it and you get back to it the following week. Okay. Let's see. Next question from Vigar again. Who is the most impressive IB pro athlete you follow these days? I have to say, Keon. Keon to me is just the picture perfect bodybuilder. The guy has no flaws. When to me, he was the most impressive bodybuilder at the 2024 Mr. Olympia. I mean, another 10 pounds and he could probably be the open Mr. Olympia. And I think Ronnie Coleman said that too the other day. But when I covered the Olympia with RX Muscle, on RX Muscle with King Kamali and Arman Adibi and then Jason Arns, yeah, man. I mean, we were all saying it. This guy just puts on 10 pounds of muscle, 15 pounds of muscle. He's the open Mr. Olympia. He's just a phenomenal. He's just a genetically phenomenal put together bodybuilder. He's just gifted. There is nothing that you can do to literally become like that. He has no flaws. His symmetry is perfect. His balance is perfect. He doesn't have one body part that is overpowering another body part. Some guys have huge arms and lack chest or something like that. No, it is like perfection. The only thing that he is his conditioning. And this Olympia, he finally brought it. And then once he brought it, he won. And he didn't just win; he smoked everybody. So yeah, Keon is definitely um, probably the most impressive guy today, as far as I'm concerned. After that, here we go. Okay, Fran is what happened here? Some of them a bitch. Fran is the man because Fran is the motherfucking man. Best tasting protein powder right now. Okay, there are protein powders that put like bits of chocolate chip cookie in it. I'm gonna look it up right now. I did have it once before, and it is amazing, but I wouldn't use it on the regular. I mean, it literally has bits of chocolate chip cookie in it. Like if you're getting ready for a contest, I would skip that one and just go with regular like designer or something like that. But as far as tasting, this is let's see, whey protein. Um, I forgot what it's called. Uh, Here we go. Whey protein. Okay. Ghost has one. It's Chips Ahoy. But there's another one, and I can't remember the name of it. Oh, here it is. Afterbites with a Y. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Here it is. Afterbites with a Y. That's what it is. I mean, the taste is amazing, but it does have actual cookie in it. So you can take it from that. All right. Next question, again from Fran is the man. Do you still plan on trying on? Yeah, I don't think so, man. I honestly was thinking about it. You know what? Let's pull out another card and see what the joke was that I wrote down months ago. I was thinking about it for a while. Let's see. No, let's try another one here. No, okay. All right. Let's try one more and then. All right. All right. This guy is driving. He hits the car in front of him, wrecks the guy's back of the guy's car. Gay guy jumps out of the car. Says, "Look what you did to my car! My God, you destroyed the back of my car. I'm going to sue you for $10,000." The straight guy says, "Man, you could suck my dick." And the gay guy goes, "Well, if you want to settle out of court, all right." I'm not Seinfeld, okay? It is what it is, man. I'm not Dave Chappelle, all right? Maybe it's better I didn't fucking do stand up. All right. Next question. Any recommendation for non-stim pre-workout supplements? Yes, actually, Aman Adibi has a good one, and it is called. Hold on, let me see. It is called. You go to amanadibi.com. We were talking about this actually. Amanadibi.com. DB. Let's see. Where is his website? Uh, Come on, where are you, you son of a bitch? AmanADB.com. Where is it? I'm sorry, guys. AmanADB dot com. Let's try again. I apologize. Here we go. All right. He has I'm gonna show you. Non-stim free. Here it is. Okay. It's called Full Effect. Okay. And it is a stim free pre-workout. That's what it is. Full Effect. Now, I've never used it. The only one out of Almond's supplements that I've used is the intra amino acids, which I like a lot. Almond pretty has really good stuff. But if you're not interested in stim, this is definitely the way to go. Okay, next question. Oh, and last question, man. Um, be honest thoughts of Super Bowl halftime show. Oh, okay. I did watch the Super Bowl. Everybody's complaining about the halftime show. I didn't think it was that bad. Um, I don't know. I'm not an authority, I don't know. It was it was I thought it was better than Janet Jackson's tit falling out, if anybody's old enough to remember that. Uh I like if you watch the Super Bowl, I like the shift that they're making, the commercials, the Super Bowl itself. I like the shift that they're making from what it was to unity and America first. All the commercials were like that. A lot of the commercials were unity. A lot of the commercials were America patriotic commercials. And even the halftime show was red, white, and blue. So I was very happy over that because for a long time we were doing halftime shows where it was not patriotic. To say the least. We were doing commercials that were not about unity and were not about America first, to say the least. So I'm glad the shift is changing. So I'm not a huge football guy. I just watched it because it was on and everybody watches Super Bowl. I was actually working yesterday, so I came home and put it on. So that part I was happy about. I was happy the Eagles won because I really can't stand Taylor Swift anymore. She's really getting annoying being at every goddamn football game, you know. And apparently I'm not the only one who feels that way. But yeah, I'm not the. You want to talk to somebody about football? You message Jason Ons. He knows football. He's a huge football person. I don't know what his team is, but he loves football. Like I couldn't like if I want to do like another show. He's like, yeah, I'm watching the game. The game's on. I'm like, oh, okay, we'll do it another time then. But he's a great guy. Anyway, all right, guys, listen. Like, share, subscribe, share with your friends. Tell everybody about this great new. It's not new anymore. It's about 2 years old. But anybody who doesn't know about my channel, tell them, subscribe. And all you people out there that watch and don't subscribe, just hit that subscribe button. Don't cost you nothing, and it helps me out a lot. And comment. Like, tell people, say, yeah, this is a really good looking guy and he's really fun. All right, don't do that. But you know what I mean. All right, guys. Later. Peace.